Hello there! In recognition of this channel hitting the 750 subscriber mark, I decided to look for something special to celebrate. I found something I completely forgot that I owned. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 128, the Star Wars Early Bird Certificate Package of 2005. I was in shock this week as I was looking through my totes for a subject for this video. Imagine my surprise when I found the Early Bird Certificate Package. My surprise grew when I found the box that the figures were mailed in. And finally, imagine my surprise when I discovered, these were the 2005 promotion and not the original 1977. Oh well, you know, they're still a great addition to my collection. And you know what? It's time to share it with you. Which 4 action figures actually made the cut that they mailed out to me? Well, stick around to find out. Now, of course, before we go any further, I would like to ask you to once again like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about it. And of course, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. Let's see how quick we can get it up to 1,000 subscribers. Now, let's begin. Like I said, I forgot that I owned this. So I had to go back and do a little research on it, and I have to thank rebelscum.com for the little bit of information that I'm about to give you. First of all, this was a Walmart exclusive. Had to be at Walmart in order to get it. Like I said, this was in 2005. The cost of this mail-in package was $29.97. That was for this plastic case around it and an envelope with a few items in it. Of course, there were no action figures with it. You had to mail in to get the action figures. Let's see what I initially got for that $29.97. Shall we? First of all, I had to cut this open quite a bit in order to get things out of here. It was not an easy box to open. But you'll notice on the bottom here, it does have Early Bird Certificate Package and includes a 3-month trial membership to Hyperspace, the official Star Wars fan club. I have to look back, see if I've got anything from that or not. I don't remember right offhand. But let's take a look at the envelope or the case, shall we? Like I said, it is an envelope. We've got a very nice front with the figures, Early Bird Certificate Package. We look at the back, a little more information about things. And of course, it does open up to show you what's inside, which, like I said, isn't a whole lot. But let's look at the front here a little more, shall we? Like I said, if we look on the side here, we can see that it's got several of the characters. And then, of course, there's a few covered by this red stripe that goes through. So what does this include? Well, according to the package here, it includes an Early Bird Certificate, good for updated versions of the first authentic set of 4 Star Wars action figures. Notice it said updated versions. These were not copies of the original figures that came back in 1977-78. It comes with a colorful display stand with Star Wars picture, a Star Wars Club membership card, Star Wars stickers, Hyperspace trial membership certificate, and a pre-addressed envelope, so at least you don't have to write out yourself. So what do you do with this thing? Well, you mail in the enclosed Early Bird Figure Redemption Certificate to be postmarked by November 30th, 2005. And then sometime between May 1st, 2005 and December 31st, 2005, you will receive your posable figures. So let's take a quick look in here and see exactly what we have, shall we? Okay, if we look on the back here, it describes what we have. And it says we have an Early Bird Certificate. Well, of course, This is the certificate, and there was a little piece right here that I had to fill in and mail in to get the action figures. Basically, I mailed it in November 15th, 2005. Just had to wait then for my action stuff to come back. We also have the display stand, which is basically made out of cardboard. You'd basically fold it over the other way so your figures would stand on this half, and that half would be the background to it. So probably similar to what was back then, but like I said, just cardboard. It also says we have Star Wars membership card. Well, I guess that would be this little part right here that I could put my name in if I wanted to. See, the bottom part here actually is perforated so you can take it off. That's because we have the membership card here. We have the 2 photos that came with it. And we basically just have a little bit here that says what this thing is. Not too bad. It does have a spot here that it does mention all the different figures that you can put there. But basically we just have these little pieces here that you could kind of, I guess, pop out. They're perforated. Wasn't sure what those were for exactly until I got the figures. But we're not done with this yet. So we also got some stickers. Yes, we have 4 whole stickers. May the Force be with you button-like sticker. We also have C-3PO and R2-D2 and just the Star Wars logo. Nothing very elaborate about the stickers. And then also inside, we have the hyperspace activation card with the number on it for the 3-month trial. It's basically just your main thing, but that's it. That is what you pretty much got when you open this envelope. Hopefully you weren't hoping for a whole lot because it wasn't much. Basically, you got a bunch of cardboard and a couple stickers. Let me put these away and we'll take a look at what came in this box. All right, here it is, the box, the mailing box that it came in. Yeah, pretty bland. Not a whole lot there. If you didn't know what you were looking at, you would have never guessed what this is, except for one thing right here on the front. It says, early bird figures. Any collector or child that was expecting these, they saw that. You could see the excitement build. As you can see, I did open this box. So let's find out what we actually have in here. First thing notice, it has a little plastic tray that the 4 figures fit into. And there it is, the 4 figures. So we have Luke Skywalker with a lightsaber. We have Princess Leia with a pistol. We have Chewbacca with his rifle. And we have R2-D2 with a clickable head. Also, in the bottom here, we have a bunch of little pegs. I didn't know exactly what they were, but I guess you'd put these on their feet and they would help stand the figures on your display stand. So, what do these figures look like? Well, first of all, we have Luke Skywalker. And Luke does have a lightsaber in his hand already. And this is a lightsaber that will extend from the back of his hand, similar to the original figure. There's a little catch here that you just catch with your fingernail and just kind of move out so his lightsaber extends that way. Now, like I said, this is not the same Luke figure, obviously, that you saw with the original cards. This is a lot more detailed than that original action figure was back in the late 70s. Like I said, this is a brand new figure created for this, from what I understand. Articulation, basically we can move his arms at the shoulders and we can move his legs. And that seems to be about it. His arms or his hands do not move, his head does. So we have 5 points of articulation with Luke Skywalker. Actually, though, not a very bad figure. He does look pretty decent for an action figure. Next, we have Princess Leia from A New Hope, wearing her gown from that movie, along with a pistol, like I said. Here again, it looks like, as far as articulation goes, we have a little bit of head movement, but I have a feeling the hood is going to restrict how much she can move. The positions of her arms are going to restrict how much she can move her arms. And she does have legs there. Looks like there might be movement, but of course, the dress portion of her figure is going to restrict movement there. So yes, we do have, I think we do have the points of articulation, but they're very limited articulation. This again was a new figure for this. Next we have Chewbacca. And like I said, Chewbacca does come with his handy dandy bow rifle. And from what I read on rebelscum.com, this Chewbacca, they reused the body from a previous version of the action figure, but they put a new head on him. So this is a resculpted head for Chewbacca. Looks like there is a little piece of paper in the back here, and I think that's just to say how to apply the bowcaster to the figure so that you could pose them properly. Of course, with his big feet, shouldn't be too much trouble standing there. And once again, like all Chewbacca figures, heavy. A lot of plastic there. And finally, we have R2-D2, our favorite little droid. And from the looks of it, his legs do move. And like I said, his head does swivel. And according to rebelscum.com, it does click when you move his head. Now, supposedly, this is from a previous version that was released. Only this one does not come with the accessories that that previous version had. But still, it's a nice R2-D2 figure. You'll notice it does have the 3 legs down, so the middle leg is down for this particular figure. It is not retractable, so it is permanently that way. And at the bottom of the feet, we can see that there are little wheels, so that R2-D2 can just glide along. But still, a nice little figure there of R2-D2. So there we have it. Early bird certificate package, Walmart exclusive. What do you think of this? I'm glad I got it. I think it's a nice little addition. Oh, there's one other thing I should tell you. These were limited. Yep, they were in limited supply. Only 50,000 of these were produced. So you kind of had to act fast in order to get them. I was one of the ones who kind of sent it in almost at the last minute. You had to have it sent in by November 30th, 2005. I sent mine in November 2005, so I was kind of one of those late ones getting it sent in, but I was able to get it. Hey, Princess, get back in your little thing there. So what do you think of these? Is this something you wish you had in your collection, or are you just fine without having it? I'm glad I've got it. Like I said, I was very excited to find it. Considering that Hasbro is extremely plastic conscious nowadays, they sure weren't back in 2005, were they? Well, that brings us to an end of this show. Hope you liked it. If you did, hit that button down below. Leave a comment. What do you think of this whole thing? Did you get a chance to mail in your certificate for your figures? Or not? And of course, subscribe to the channel. Help me out to reach other people who are collectors. Until next time, may the Force be with you, and keep looking for those bargains while you're collecting.